Hey everyone, welcome back to Kinda Creepy, where I will be one of your hosts today, and my name is Jason Emmett.
And I'll be your other host today. Maybe next week I'll be the same guy, but I'm Twisted Kid Matt.
Never the same guy twice.
There you
Guys,
go.
if you haven't done so, please go back and watch our last couple of episodes. Those were like personal stories, and the last one I wasn't even on it. So if you don't like me, that's the one you want to watch. I'm not even.
And if you really like me, I'm in it.
You are, and his
It's actually
family.
probably the episode that I talked the least in. So yeah.
Me
So
too.
if you like me but don't want to hear me talk,
It's definitely the episode I talked the least.
yeah.
You should go back and check it out, though. The last two
The
episodes are like
second one that you talked the least in is probably the episode we do with the guys from Behind the Funny, where you're just gone for half of it,
where I just vanished for half of
just
it. Yeah,
disappeared.
more than half.
Yeah.
Um, well, plus, hey, listen, I love those guys. They talk a lot. It's hard to.
Mm-hmm.
We have so much fun when we do stuff with them, but it's so hard to keep on track because everybody's all over the place. But they are awesome dudes, and we're giving a shout out Behind the Funny. Go check it out if you haven't. But yeah, our last couple episodes were personal stories, and I actually really enjoyed doing them and listening to them and hearing them. So if you have not, go back and check those out. Today we're going to do something kind of impromptu. We didn't really know we were going to be doing another Bigfoot episode, and it's been a few weeks, so get over it.
Yeah.
Um,
Got a sprinkling of the Sasquatch in there every once in a while.
but we're going to do things kind of weird. Let's save your video to last because, and I'll tell you why. The rest of this week, the videos, they're all short. I don't buy any of them. So I want to kind of go with, I'm not going to tell Matt why I don't buy them until he watches them and I hear whether he thinks they seem legit. And I hate to, I don't want to skew your opinion right off the bat saying I think they're bullshit.
I'm not even listening to you, so
Yeah, right. That's par for the course for most people around me. I'm married. My wife doesn't listen to a word I say. But I don't want to skew your opinion by saying I think they're bullshit. I will tell you on this show, there have been times where I've thought something doesn't seem right to me, but it doesn't mean other people agree with me. But I didn't tell Matt why I don't think they just don't feel real. So we're gonna watch them one at a time, and we're gonna get Matt's opinions as to whether he thinks they felt like they could be genuine, and if not, if so, cool, why, and if not, what did you see? So most of these videos I don't have a ton of information on either, and that bothers me a bunch because it's like when I don't have information, that really aggravates me. I have a little bit. We'll cue up the first clip, for example, and all I can tell you about it is there's two guys, not in America. Car gets stuck in the snow. Why they're filming the car stuck in the snow, I can't tell you that. And one of them notices something, and you'll see it here in a second. I'm going to get Matt's thoughts on this.
already.
All right, so you watched the full video. Let me get your initial thoughts on what you just saw.
Yeah. One, I'm on the same page as you as far as why are they filming this car?
Okay, it does look genuinely stuck though.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which fair enough. But then we cut to guy in Carhartts over here.
I don't think so, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I think.
No,
it is.
I think it's a gorilla costume specifically.
I think it's a Bigfoot costume.
Yeah, it's definitely not a real thing. It's a guy that they said, hey Billy Bob, go walk over there, which are my favorite kinds of videos of get your buddy to put on a costume and tell him to walk through the woods, but give him no other instructions.
So we've played it here on the show in the past. A couple years back, I filmed a commercial for some people that had a brewery that did a missing link brew, and we had a guy in a Bigfoot costume that looked a whole lot like that, like a whole lot like that.
And if you want, I can cut it in right here.
So do you still have it, the commercial?
I might. If so, can send it to me and I'll put it
I
in
have it. You don't, yeah.
right there.
And that looks a lot like it. That's my first
I
problem.
didn't freeze. I was just acting that time.
I know.
So,
That's my first problem is it looks a whole lot like that fake costume. Like it just doesn't even look good. My second problem is watch how this guy looks up just where he needs to, and the guy in the maybe costume waits until that second to start moving.
he's like, oh, he's looking at me. Now I walk.
Time to go. Yeah. So here we go, and you're gonna see him. And
Shake
okay,
just
not yet,
enough.
not yet. And now I got you. Walk, and he doesn't walk like Bigfoot. He walks
Yeah,
like a
he's
dude
like,
trying to walk through the woods.
okay, go.
I did. Is this the one I have a highlight on?
Yeah.
Okay, so the highlight, I zoom in a little bit. I think that's all that the highlight is just we're tighter on him. And he doesn't even walk like a Bigfoot. He walks like a dude in a suit walking through the snow.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. It's horrible.
Like standing just dead on, like, hey, you see me? All right, cool. Now I'm going to walk over here. And
look at the
also, I
bottom.
love the bell bottoms. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, that's what I was just going to say. Look at the bottom. It doesn't, it looks like a costume. It's too floofy. There's no muscle tone. It just looks like it's hugging him.
It
Or
just,
it doesn't
it's
look like it's hugging him. It looks like
hanging
it's,
off of him.
yes. Yeah, it's ridiculous. He's just standing out there. We should pay attention. Let's watch the full video again real quick. I want to look at something and see it. So let's watch in front and see if there are tracks leading out to where he's standing.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that.
There's tire tracks.
Let me pause it whenever it goes up.
There are tire tracks leading all the way up there.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, which is even more weird. Oh God, look at that. I mean,
there's
anything
a whole path
all over up in there.
Yeah.
Dude walked out there. Dude was waiting. They planned it. Maybe the car accidentally did get stuck. Maybe that wasn't their original intention, and they were like, "Let's just go with it."
Well, okay. You see, okay. You can see my mouse right here on the screen.
Yeah.
So in the edit, I'll highlight that. There's tire tracks that stop right there. So they drove at least to that point and then
realized they couldn't get it, or realized they couldn't get any further.
And
but
then
there's
they
a
got
whole
stuck.
like Matt said, there's a whole trampled path going all the way up there.
Yeah.
This is, I call BS. I just absolutely call BS. So I want to kind of highlight why we're doing this video, because these videos are out there and people, is this real evidence of Bigfoot? Like I watched this on I watched this one on a compilation of Bigfoot evidence, and I'm like, see, this is the stuff we want to call out. And the reason we want to call it out is because when we see something that seems legit, we want to show you why we think it's legit and why we think this is bogus. When we watch Patterson Gimlin, for example, we see muscle tone. We see where muscle flexes. We see a certain stance, a certain walk, a certain gait. We don't see any of that here.
Yeah.
We also over the time we've shown you stuff we think is legit, and you will see commonalities between how the Sasquatch looks. This looks like a costume. This looks like what Bob Hieronymus claims he was wearing when he went out and faked it.
Minus the football pads.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. So yeah, this was the first one, and I love that you pretty much saw and hit on the same things I saw and hit on. All right, so we're gonna go into my second clip. This one I have a tad bit more information, and again, I'm not gonna say much. This one happened back in 2011, which it will say on the video itself. Ketchikan, Alaska, hunter out in the woods, and I don't think he's alone, which you will, I think, hear in the video because he calls out to somebody at the end. Which is the only thing that makes this feel kind of real, is the way, like, I feel like his reaction might be what we would expect. This has been stabilized. Then he's out in the woods. He sees something. He starts kind of tracking it with the camera. Here you go. Give me your thoughts.
Oh shit! There it is again. There it is. There it is. Oh my god.
I see the fucking blood.
Oh my god. There it is. There it is. It's right behind that tree. Oh my god! I'm tripping on him. I saw it down by the creek. Oh my god.
I might have to watch this one through a couple times because there's some stuff.
Ross!
He yells for Ross. So
too bad Ross is in the costume.
In this one, I'll tell you what I think hurt this video for me is the stabilization. See, if you just watch it like it is. All right. So what were your initial thoughts before I say anything?
That was kind of what it was.
Even though through the whole fucking thing, you could hear me making noise or hear me making comments. I couldn't help it.
I couldn't tell what you were saying, but
that's okay.
Yeah. So I want to watch this through again here. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh shit, there it is again. There it is. There it is.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
It just needs tuba music. He's walking through the woods.
There it is. There it is. It's right behind that tree.
Hops through there. Yeah. Sure.
Oh my god, I'm tripping on him. I saw it down by the creek. Oh my god. Shit. Ross!
Okay.
Presented as Sasquatch evidence and on a couple of compilation videos.
Yeah. That little hop through the woods.
Yeah.
I feel like, why would you hop through the woods if you're a Bigfoot? You would
Well,
just
he hops down into something.
you would theoretically be comfortable enough to step into the creek that you're hopping over or whatever, because you don't have socks that you're worried about getting wet. So that's my theory, is the dude in the costume took over from I'm supposed to be a Bigfoot to I really don't want to get trench foot. So I'm not going to step in this probably cold creek and just be traipsing through the woods in a Bigfoot costume with wet socks.
I don't think it's a Bigfoot costume. So what you heard me saying in the background, because I couldn't keep my mouth shut.
Ghillie
First,
suit?
I was like, I see what looks like fucking gloves. He walks like this.
Really? I didn't even pay attention.
And he's wearing it looks like
he does. He has like high arms.
And the best part is it looks like a ghillie suit. And when they do the close up towards the end, it looks like green. It looks like green camouflage ghillie suit. This doesn't look like. Watch this. Watch this. Look at his arm or his hands right in this first clip. It almost looks like white gloves. Look at that. You see it? Or just hands. I actually think it's just hands coming out of the ghillie suit, which would make sense.
Yeah.
He hops down. And when they do the zoom in here, look at this. That's a ghillie suit.
It's
green.
Ghillie suit. Yeah.
Look, watch this. Watch this. It's a ghillie suit. Like, come on, guys, watch this. It's just ridiculous. And I think the stabilization is what hurt him. I think, God, that could be something until you stabilize it, and then we get a real clear view of hands, which drives me insane.
Now, for the record, for those of you unaware of what a ghillie suit is, just in case you don't know, I'm gonna put a photo of it up on screen right there. They're very common, like commonly used by hunters and the military and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
For exactly this reason, they blend in really well.
If you're sitting still,
If you're sitting still, but if you're moving, it's very clearly like a grass.
Yes,
like a roll of sod walking through the woods.
If you're off in the distance and there's trees blocking your coverage, you just see something standing on two legs moving that looks way bulkier than, say, a bear, and people could easily confuse it. I think these are two guys that were out hunting and goofing off. I think who he yells for, Ross, is the guy in the ghillie suit.
Mm-hmm.
He's just but people knew Ross was out with him. My guess is they didn't even intend this to be anything more than they were going to play a goof on some of their friends back home. Yeah. You know, but it's a ghillie suit, man. It looks like a ghillie suit. I will tell you. Now, listen, you can prove me wrong. I'll send a picture to Matt that he can put on the screen. But I was online and I was reading something, and it said, this is the take a look at the Home Alone house today.
Mm-hmm.
And it's drastically different inside. And a lot of us were in the comments saying, well, I don't think that's it. And I said, I don't think that's it because, and I pointed out 3 very big inconsistencies. And then I went and did some research, and sure as shit, it's the house, because they did a major renovation. And so I'm saying, like, you could prove me wrong and say, oh, that's not a ghillie suit, that's this costume, but it's still, that video's fake. You're never going to give me, like, I don't buy that video at all. And the reason, again, we brought it is because I've seen that as evidence. Like, I've seen that on a couple of compilations, and I'm like, are you for real?
Yeah.
Do you get really irritated when you see that stuff?
Oh, dude, yeah, because, all right, so I'll just own this. That's how I try to find clips for this show, is I watch compilations. And sometimes you find a good standalone one that you...
Or we hear a news story, or somebody tells us about something,
But a lot of times it's like, oh, that's interesting. I've never seen that before. Really cool. I wonder what Jay thinks about this, or I wonder what Matt thinks about this. And we'll
when
bring them to the
possible, we
show.
go try to find the original clip.
Yeah. So in situations like that, it's like I'm going through and we'll say out of a clip show that's like 10 clips, 9 times out of 10, 3 of them look fake as hell. That's my guess. At least it's been my experience where not the majority, but enough of them are like, why would you put this in here? And it just becomes like, wow, you just wasted everybody's time with this. Because as we've said a bunch of times on here, we're skeptical believers. We want to believe that this stuff is real, but there's so many people faking things that it's diluting any real evidence that people are putting forward, and it makes people question the actual real evidence. And whether that's justified or not, if somebody is saying, hey, this is real, and then you get 10 people in the comments coming out going, this is fake, this is fake, this is fake, well, then eventually those voices become louder than the ones who are going, now wait, let's take a minute and actually look at this and see that it, what we think is actually convincing about it.
Right.
Now, I don't want this to happen. I'm just going to say this right now. I don't want this to happen, but if people were smart, they would listen to the people saying why it's convincing and step up their fakery. But I don't want them to do that. You would think that they would do that.
It takes too much time and effort, and most people don't want to do that. They don't want to go through that time and effort.
Yeah.
But that's when I'm like, well, then hide it better. Like, it takes no time and effort to, like that first one. Maybe just don't have them standing there. Just make them walk it a couple times and then try to time your camera movement up. We saw the front of that thing and it looked completely bogus and fake. And maybe make them go a little bit further back in the trees. Like, you could hide it better.
Or how about this? Hey, man, go out there and just start walking back and forth. I will lift up the camera and film you. And
that's what I'm saying.
When I'm done.
That's what I'm saying. Just do the walk.
Stand there.
We'll try
just
to catch it.
Keep going. Just go back and forth.
Actually,
forever.
One of the things that makes this episode, us doing stuff that we just pretty much think is bullshit, except for the last video, Matt actually that one wasn't intended to be a part of this. Matt actually has a video he wants to show me. So one of the things I think that makes like a video like this good is that it lets us tell you why we think other things are legit. So things that are almost impossible to fake. Like, you can't make a costume on a budget that anybody could afford that can show muscle tone and muscle movement and ligament movement. You can't just have your buddy out in a suit who's visible walk with the same gait that a Bigfoot walks. Matt tried it. We've talked about it on the show just to see one of the videos we showed, the steps, the length, the stride was over 5 feet. Matt tried it just to see what he could do. Now, Matt's not, 7 foot tall or whatever. Yeah. Matt, you're like what?
I think I'm like 5'10".
5'10", 5'11".
Yeah.
And it's so weird.
Not a tiny guy, not a giant guy. I'm just kind of like...
You feel like a giant next to me, and I'm like 5'8". And so hey, girls, 2 inches is a lot. So I'm just saying, Matt couldn't even come close, and he was trying to do those giant strides.
I was in pain by the time I was done with this.
So
I wish I had filmed it, honestly. I really do.
When we give you stuff we feel like is evidence, it's because we can look at it and go, there's nothing to explain this except it has to be real.
Yeah.
And if somebody comes along and finds an explanation, well, listen, we always have. Mm-hmm. We put one of our most watched videos, not our most watched, one of our most watched videos on this. We did early on. There was evidence that people had caught a Bigfoot. It looked very real. Everybody was talking about it. We put it up, and then we had to do a debunk video because turns out the guys who did it were like, no. This was for an ad we were doing. We didn't mean for people to think it was real. It looked and felt real. Less is more, so. All right.
That's actually probably one of the biggest, I would say, key takeaways for if you're gonna film Bigfoot fake video, like faking Bigfoot videos, less is more. Don't show very much of it, but show enough. It's the what is it? The Milton Berle like penis story. Don't show it all, just show enough to win.
I like it.
Yeah.
Not Milton Berle's penis. I like that you said that. It was funny.
You hear her first,
All right,
guys.
so we have 2 more short ones before we go into Matt. And what's funny, again, less is more when faking, which is part of the problem. But all these videos that I have for you are very short and not a lot of explanation on what went on before or after, and that's part of the problem. I think the next one is it the fire one? Is that the one we're about to go into?
It's the tent.
Okay, so the 10th one. This is the only one where I'm kind of like, maybe? Like, this guy is out camping. He's in his tent. He hears something outside rustling around, and he sees it and starts to film. So at least we know that much. I don't know what year. I don't know where he's at. I don't know why there's music in the background. But
I think I've actually seen this clip.
So like I said, this one gives me a little pause. This one does have some legitimacy feeling to it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish the video was a little clearer. And
yeah, there's already something I want to point out too. So
okay, so I'm going to let you do that, but before I let you do that, I'm going to give you my thought on this one, because your thought on this is I think you're going to point out something that feels fake to you, right?
A little bit.
So here's the only thing about this that makes me wonder.
I'm going to drop the volume down, but I'm going to leave it playing for a reason.
We just talked about it. Less is more.
Mm-hmm.
If I was faking it and I had a guy in a suit, would I want him to look right at the camera? I don't know.
True.
And the reason I wish it was clearer is because when we get a sort of pseudo close up, it almost looked like the brow was really well done, and it almost looks like there are wrinkle lines and stuff like that. So if it's a fake, it's a better suit. But there are little things that I don't know about. And one is it looks like a bald Bigfoot. He feels a little there's no cone shape to the head. The
hairline's a little,
the shoulders don't feel, I don't know. So what are your thoughts on this one?
So you are right. If it's a suit, it's a better suit. One of the things about like masks, and as somebody who owns masks, as we said before, I actually am selling one today, surprisingly. There are varying degrees of quality of masks. Some of them are meant to hug your face and allow for expressions to be conveyed pretty clearly. Silicone masks are at this point fairly expensive, but they kind of like, they'll hug on your cheekbones, and if you smile, it will move the mask along with it, and it looks pretty realistic. They're so realistic, in fact, people have actually worn them to commit crimes, and they don't necessarily get away with it, but it takes a lot longer to figure out who it was. Now those are, human face masks that they do for those, but there are silicone Bigfoot masks that are pretty convincing. I'm not saying that's what this is. There's a good possibility it is. But the thing that actually makes me question it, where's the sound?
Again, compilation video.
True. But, and
like
I said, I wanted to point this out in particular.
There might have been sound. I couldn't.
Good point. Good point.
I didn't have enough time. I was a little pressed for time, so maybe we can try to find that at some point and see if that helps. Yeah. I don't know. I will say, it can't. If it's a full mask, I don't see what look. And again, it's a grainy video. I don't
shot
see
through mesh, by the way.
I don't see where it looks like any kind of seam where it's pulled over the other bit of the, and there is something kind of in the face.
A lot of that you can hide in fur. For example, one of my costumes I have.
But I'm looking for like a bulky overlay.
Yeah.
Like where it looks like it's sitting on top, and it's hard to see, but I don't see anything like that. It doesn't mean we don't get to see a lot. There is something that feels kind of real about the face, but at the same time, there's no facial movement. We don't get enough of it. Again, if they're faking it, they're being very smart about how they're faking it.
Yeah.
We're going to show some shoulder. We're going to see him rummaging behind, I guess, a tree.
Yeah.
And then he's going to take a second to look, and then
And it
I'm
is
gonna-
filmed through the mesh of a tent
now
and under a rainfly as well.
that reaction feels real.
Of,
Oh shit!
crap! It's looking at me. Yeah.
It sees me. I duck.
This one, I won't flat out say it's fake. On this one, I will say I want more details for one.
Yeah, well, I think
I would
this
like to
may
see
be
the
one
original.
maybe we try to do some further research on this one.
Yeah, we'll definitely circle back on this one because, I mean, it could, dude. If it turns out to be the exact same suit that they used for the Oklahoma Bigfoot one that we referenced earlier,
It's similar. It's not as
shame on
it's,
us on that one.
It's not nearly as what made that one so convincing is that suit was so ratty looking, and it looked like
Yeah.
it didn't look like your store bought. Like they had to spend some money on that suit, man.
Yeah.
But
Now, what's funny is I can actually track down that exact suit.
What's funny is we see it sitting down, and they probably knew that. Like it just didn't work walking. I told you we did the missing link commercial, and what's funny is at the end we clearly show the guy right in front of the camera, and you can tell it's a horrible suit. But the footage of him walking off in the distance, if I wanted to lie to people and play that would confuse people because we hit it well because it was a fake suit. We wanted it to look like a Bigfoot video.
Yeah.
All right, so I have one more. I'm not going to say a damn word except it's supposed to be two guys out camping. And then I just want to get Matt's thoughts. Like nothing else. Just watch.
No, they had
primal lightning struck fires.
they held their stogies to the skies.
Well, I also should say
and waited.
They didn't necessarily ever say
waited for Edison. Waited for Edison to strike.
You can just drag a girl to your cave by their hair and fucking breed.
Yep. Just like the good old days.
Just like the good old days.
Beer. Oh my goodness. She actually kind of does look like a bear.
Did you hear something?
Yeah. Okay.
No.
When is this blackout? Like your imagination plays tricks on you.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, what the heck? Hold on. No. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck is that?
What? I don't see.
What the fuck?
Wait, what the fuck?
Hey, there's
okay?
something. What the fuck? Maroon? Like.
All right. Yeah, the first thing I'm going to say before I even let Matt talk is Matt's going to say the first thing I noticed because I heard him laugh. But go ahead, Matt.
And waited.
Acting.
Acting is
Waited for
atrocious.
Waited for Edison to strike.
I heard you laugh this second. He goes, "Wait, did you hear something? Like that wasn't planned at all."
Is that a bear?
Yep.
Oh, you're hallucinating. Because
Even
you're
if it's
drunk.
blackout,
You're
it's hard to
blackout.
tell. Why are you filming? Why are you filming us at the campfire?
And then you got a member of Guar walking out of the darkness wearing nothing but a G-string and some furry boots.
Wait, what? What is that? Wait, what? Wait, what?
Mhm.
Hold on. Hold on.
Slowly
it's not quite,
walking towards
it's not
us.
quite into view yet, so I have to wait.
Yeah. Let me cut away for a second.
What the fuck is that?
It's just like,
Now the dog
walk
is
faster, man.
interesting. The dog is interesting.
I didn't even notice the dog.
Yeah, he's watching. He hears
He's the
it,
best
too.
actor in this whole thing.
Yes, the dog actually sits up. He hears it.
He's like, oh, there's something. And he just goes, oh, it's just Randy. Wearing his furry Fredericks of Hollywood G-string.
Again, guys, I wouldn't even bring this and present this if this wasn't on a compilation of Bigfoot evidence. And this is my issue. Like on YouTube, you got to be careful, man. This stuff's out there, and it's like Matt. The second the guy goes, "Wait, what?" You laughed. I heard you go. I'm like, yes, right there, right. The acting alone would no.
Also,
No.
we don't condone the thoughts and actions of these idiots around a campfire and their thoughts on women, by the way. So these guys are terrible.
It's true.
Yeah. Prehistoric times was a different time, but come on, guys. Referring to it as the good old days.
Wait, what the fuck? Hold on. It's not quite in view yet. Hold on.
Yeah.
I gotta keep waiting. 'cause
Randy,
it's not
walk
quite
faster.
there.
Like, come on, go closer. We can't get you. Oh, not too close. We'll see the fact that you don't have pants on. I'm convinced that's somebody wearing like just a little bit up here and then just a furry mankini.
The funniest part about it is like they still had to brighten it because even after it, like
Yeah.
it doesn't show up. And
Do you see what it is? No. Oh, don't go too bright.
you
You'll
know
see.
what's
You'll see his
funny?
white thighs.
And I want to say two things here. What's funny is there are people who watch this who believed it. But in all fairness, if you watch this clip through one time fast and didn't take the time and you're watching it in a compilation of other stuff, you might not really pay attention to the little nuances of how fake it is, although their acting is atrocious.
It's bad. It's real bad.
But you, like, if you just watch this and you're like, oh my God, something does emerge from there, that's creepy. But when you do the slow down and everything, you're like, yeah, it's also bogus. Yeah, I think Matt's right. I think it's one of the members of Cameo with his codpiece on. Look at it, he does look like
Which
he's
I mean,
wearing-
it's creepy. Like you got shoulder
creepy.
length gloves
He's-
on.
It looks like
some-
Doug Jones. He's tall
some
and skinny.
knee
and
high UGG boots on.
he definitely
then-
doesn't look like Bigfoot.
No.
No. All right. That's what I've got for you guys. You guys are welcome to let us know down in the comments if any of these struck you as like I said, the one in the tent, I actually want to do a little more research. That one
Yeah.
kind of
You do a little
it was
mini follow-up,
presented
probably.
as what I showed you, and I'm like, so I want more info. I bet you there's more info out there.
I'm
but
actually,
the rest
as
of
we
these,
speak, I'm going to put that into our ones to do follow-up on.
Okay.
So
he has a list, folks.
I do.
We will do a follow-up episode. That's what we need to do, is just an episode where it's like follow-ups on stuff we told you we would do follow-ups on.
That'd be cool.
But let us know down in the comments if you guys think any of these felt real, and if not, obviously your reasonings behind it. But this is the week we call BS on Bigfoot. Real quick before we move on to Matt's final video, I want to take a moment to ask you guys to do those things that we ask you to do. Of course, leave the comments below like I asked you to, because that is great. We like hearing from you and we like talking to you guys, and it's cool. If you have a moment to kind of hit that it looks like a thumb down there. It's like a thumbs up. That's the like button, and we like to know that you like us because we like you, and it actually helps the algorithm of the show a lot if you just hit like.
The
and,
algorithm of the night.
If you don't mind to hit the share button, that's always very helpful too. So please share the show and take a few seconds to hit that subscribe button down there. That makes things awesome. That makes things amazing, and we get to hang out with you every week. Hey guys, we are talking Bigfoot this week, so it's very important to talk about the one thing that we always have to talk about, because one time I made a mistake and you guys let us know. I do another show outside of here. Matt and I were talking about it, and I don't listen. I did a whole episode on the Nintendo Entertainment System
system.
And I lost the episode, so I had to re-record it, and it was getting late. And yes, I say center a couple of times. People don't understand though. I got lambasted, but it's also really helped because I had a bunch of comments. So it's okay. But
rip into us sometimes, but
Bob
we've
Gimlin
confirmed it.
He's alive as of the recording of this episode. He's still alive, and if you're a Bigfoot fan, then you know who he is, and he's Patterson Gimlin, one of the most famous Bigfoot films out there. So he is still alive as of the recording of this. Now I'm going to hand the reins over to Matt. Matt.
So my video for this week was actually filmed from a not really a trail cam, more of a scientific observation camera. Specifically, it's a eagle's nest camera. They're filming a bald eagle nest in Michigan, out in the wilderness. They found a bald eagle's nest, climbed up the tree, mounted a camera, and they just live stream it.
Took the eggs, baked them for breakfast.
Yeah.
When you see an eagle's nest, we're just crawling on up there.
Yeah, just climb on up there and have breakfast on Sunday. But yeah, this video is filmed from that perspective. It was the sole purpose of it is to.
So they mounted a camera above the eagle's nest so they can monitor it. Is that what you're
Yep.
saying? Like they put it up there, kind of. So this is going to be like a pseudo high up hidden camera, right? Like
Yep.
they don't want it to be so noticeable to the eagles that they're like freaked out by it. Okay.
Yeah, it's just there filming day-to-day activity, and you can log in and watch it.
Now, would you say this is in Deuper? I mean,
It might be in Deuper. I'm not sure.
in
It's
Deuper,
definitely in the mitten at least.
in the mitten. It's in the mitten,
the
but
mitten.
maybe it's up in the mitten. I don't know if it's in Deuper yet or not, but it's up there.
It's up
in
there.
Canada.
It's up
Or
there.
not Canada, but I mean, it's close to Canada.
It's close to Canada. It's up there by the
It's,
border, at least by the Finger Lakes.
If you're from Michigan, we apologize.
We're so sorry.
I actually love Michigan. It's a really awesome place to visit.
Yeah.
I haven't been here in many, many years, but
I haven't been in a long time either.
Yeah,
but yeah,
really
we,
cool
we've
place.
both
We have
been to
some-
Michigan. Yeah.
We have some close friends from Michigan, so I hope they're watching this.
Yeah. And I hope they just you guys, why?
You guys can't. You can't
we don't
attack
talk
me.
like that.
You know what's funny? You can't attack either one of us, which is weird because we both live in states or near states where people commonly have. Like I am right by Northern Kentucky, like right by it. But people, I've been out of this state, and people are like, "We can't tell where you're from." Apparently, I don't offer up any sort of an accent. I have a very and you don't have one either. And you're from Missouri, man. I mean,
Mhm.
and you're right by Kansas City. Like again, certain people around there probably have a little bit of a certain accent. You do say a few things every once in a while that aren't common. But
a lot of them are just made up by me just to confuse people.
That's more like colloquialisms than it is accent. So yeah, but yeah, trust me, guys. My dad has used a lot of very interesting words in my lifetime, like wallering. Stop wallering on the couch. My dad used to say "warsh" and "crick." He doesn't anymore. Those got out of his system, but he did for a long time. So
Yeah, Connie knows my I don't want to say affinity, my aversion to warsh specifically.
my dad
the
would say
warsh rag. How about you
washcloth. Yeah,
go get a
washcloth.
washcloth? There's no R in wash.
My dad lives on. I shouldn't be giving too much, but there's a road very close to my dad. He lives off of a road that is spelled, and I'm going to spell this for you: Millikin. Mill Milliken. Right. Not according to my dad.
Oh.
It's Milligan. You want to turn on Milligan?
Like, well, there's Milliken. Is that what he meant? No, he said Milligan. Let's
Okay.
go.
That
let's go to
being said,
Milligan.
this is out of Michigan, and it is from an eagle's nest. We just got way off track, but, and I have not seen this. So who's the eagle cam? Eagle cam. Oh, little babies. I'm assuming I'm looking towards the upper right because there we go, because it's all like already see it.
I did
The
not.
stride, the arm swings. It is exactly what I would expect. He has no reason to be in any kind of hurry. He doesn't, or she, they don't think anything weird's going on. Look at that. Look at that move.
Now,
Okay.
go ahead.
The baby eagles are,
Adorable.
and they are, you can see movement. Like when they live their little tweets, they're breathing. What's really interesting about all of this is a legit, like the Eagle Cam. Like, I mean, this is a organization. Why would they fake? They are there to monitor the eagles.
Yep. And presumably somebody went, hey, I just noticed something while they coincidentally were watching the Eagle Cam. Either somebody who was running the Eagle Cam or a viewer. But somebody noticed that and went, wait a minute. Let's clip that and see if we can figure out what's going on.
I would bet that it's not completely uncommon for them to catch a deer or, something walking by. So it might not even struck them at first, like they see movement, but that little hop down and then the way it moves down this little slope is amazing.
And we have, I want to point out real quick before we get too far, we have 2 clips this week where something hopped down,
yes,
which
but they're
normally we don't
drastically
have.
different hops.
Drastically different. Yeah.
This thing, that one seemed like you see the arm kind of go up, almost like he's scared to hop down. This thing hops down, like it knows where it's going. It knows what it's doing. There's no fear in its hop. It's just a step down for it, which makes you wonder how big that step would be for other people.
Yeah, per person.
So the first thing we see when this walks into view, though, is the arm swing that we are very used to. There it is, and the long striding gait for those first couple of steps. Also, it's like it's looking for something. It's doing something. Like, what do you think Bigfoot do all day? Just like walk, just walk around.
Right.
They're just really
and that's
bored.
kind of one of the things that people have said in the comments on this is like, it's like you just caught him in the middle of the day, just kind of like, well, I got nothing to do. I already, did the laundry, dinner's on the stove, just walking through the woods.
There's 2 hops.
Check
It
out over
hops
here.
twice, which is really cool. And then it
It's
goes
just a
down
day in the life of
hill
Bigfoot.
in a way that's like very sure-footed. Like when people do, they seem almost like tripping up. It's fine. It's that's really cool. Like I said, I wanted to see because they put that like bubble over and I couldn't see the baby eagles, and I wanted to make sure, like, do they seem legit? Do they seem real? Yeah, like
Yeah, no,
this would
they're moving.
be a lot to fake. So here's what I'll say.
Mhm.
You're not faking the camera because that would be way too much effort. That's legit. Okay.
Yep.
The only question I see here is it a Sasquatch or is it a person?
Yep.
And it doesn't look like a person to me.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and agree with you and give you one more piece of details that I have kind of come across mostly through the comment section of this original video. This camera is nowhere near a road. It is out in the middle of nowhere. You would have to know where this camera was to fake this and to make sure you got on screen. Theoretically, you could do it. You could log into it from just below it. Like if you knew where it was and then just go, okay, I think if you walk like right over here, but there would be footage of people setting that up unless they came in from behind.
So there is movement though. Now, I don't know if that's movement from the tree moving.
I would say it's probably from the tree.
But you see the camera kind of pan a little bit like up and down. But I get what you're saying. What Matt's saying is,
let me do this.
If someone was
to the website,
if someone was going to fake this, it would have to be A, someone that knew the camera was out there and exactly where it was, and B, they would have to hope that whatever path they moved across was just enough to get caught in the video, which would be difficult. Now, could you do several passes until one of them caught? Yes. Would they notice that you were doing several passes if you were trying to fake it? Probably. And my guess is you would get caught portions of you in different passes. In other words, it'd be really hard to fake this. I also said that it didn't look like a person to me. That's because there's a uniformity of color. Again, this isn't a ghillie suit. We can tell because it doesn't look like a ghillie suit. So it would have to, if it's somebody faking Bigfoot, they would have to be wearing like a dark, all Bigfoot suit. And again, you're out in the middle of nowhere. It's just a lot of effort to go through. Seems like you could fake it a lot better or a lot easier. Not better, but easier. So,
okay. So real quick, I want to point this out. When you search, like I went to the actual website. You go and there is a best of Eagle Cam, and this clip is that clip.
Oh, and I just realized, so this is a live, you can go watch this live, this camera.
I'm on it right now.
So that means somebody saw this happen live and pointed it out. That makes it even more interesting.
This is a outdoor channel where they have people who, they film themselves hunting. There's a bunch of different little shows, but then there's also live cams of things. But yeah, I went straight to it, looked up Eagle Cam, comes up best of Eagle Cam. It's this is an older video, but it appears to be probably the same nest, the same camera, but it just automatically goes to one and just starts playing an older one. But it has like dates and timestamps and things like that, and like they do little highlights where the eggs start hatching and you see
That's
the
cool.
babies actually coming out. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can like,
I think I
without
told
going
you
through
once
trying to figure it
that
out. Yeah.
there's a lot, and I will look it up, guys. I'm sorry. These are not things I'm prepared for. There's a library that is haunted, and it's haunted by a ghost that everybody calls the Gray Lady, and they have a live camera up in 2 different places in the library. And over time, people have caught stuff, and I don't have it anymore. I probably do on my old computer, but I can't get into that because it's dead. I'm hoping that maybe one day I could restore the hard drive, but including me. I caught it looks like a figure of a lady that is fairly translucent because you could take screenshots and it's a live camera. So catching stuff live, somebody saw this, or went back and was watching the tape and was like, "Oh my God, look, that's really interesting. That's really cool." But we do see
Yeah, I
movement,
mean,
so that could be a pan done. I could do some of that in editing, but there after this little bubble goes away, see the camera does go up and down. It does and side to side. So I don't know if this is a tree movement. It feels very fluid, so it could just be that they're doing it in. So if you're not watching the center and you're watching the camera movement on the outside, it does move.
Yeah.
But it doesn't feel like somebody's controlling it like a left and
like
right.
a remote.
Yeah, it's very. But
Which there is a good possibility that
see, that could be a
this
win. But
camera
here
is
it does
actually
zoom.
controlled a little bit.
But again, are they zooming after? I don't know.
So looking at other shows that they have on this website, there is nothing that I'm seeing that is
Would be any kind of
Bigfoot, paranormal, anything. It is literally fishing, hunting, people talking about hunting. It's all just outdoor stuff. Shooting sports. They have podcasts that they do, but none of it is Bigfoot or paranormal related. They just they put up what they got apparently.
Yep.
But
yeah, and that's what I said. These guys are
hiking
obviously
videos.
it's not really their thing, and they probably. You have the channel up now.
Mhm.
How many subscribers do they have?
Oh, this isn't even a YouTube channel.
Oh,
Yeah. Now these videos you can find on YouTube.
Matt actually found this video on something called All Outdoor TV. That is on YouTube.
Mhm.
Okay, and that channel is nothing but outdoor stuff, right? It's not Bigfoot stuff. It's not Sasquatch stuff. It's just outdoor stuff.
Yeah, trail camera footage.
And about
reviews
how many
of products.
How many subscribers does this outdoor channel have?
39.2 thousand subscribers.
39,000, almost 40,000 subscribers. What I'm saying is they could fake it because like, oh, this could go viral. We could have a video. They don't need it. They're doing okay with what their target is. They're doing just fine. 40,000 for an outdoor, is not bad. So I don't like, what would be their point?
And I will say though that video specifically it's their most popular video.
Of course it is.
At 3.3 million views.
Because every Bigfoot hunter wants to see it. They want to know we heard about it. We want to see it. But I'm saying, and that's good for them. But I'm saying they don't want to become that. Their channel is not about that. So, I mean,
their other videos are literally
feels legit is all.
Trail camera. There's a video of a guy breaking the world record as being an armless archer. How to cook morel mushrooms. You name it, it's on there. But this particular video was posted 9 years ago, and yeah, it's
interesting.
It's their biggest video. But yeah, there's, as I'm scrolling through, there is nothing else that is even remotely close to Bigfoot actually there's one that I want to watch outside of this. As a taxidermy collector, I really want to watch 15 taxidermy fails that deserve a refund. And it's just bad taxidermy.
It could be funny.
It's pretty great.
That doesn't look all like grandma. So
okay, here we go. There's one other video that I've come across now. Full disclosure, this is not paranormal in my opinion. It just says the 12 most frightening trail camera pictures of all time.
That's not. Yeah, usually though, a lot of those videos aren't paranormal or Bigfoot. It's just weird things that happen.
This one, the
Random
thumbnail
people
is
caught
a
in the woods
guy
for
in a
no
clown
reason.
mask who
Yeah.
knew
Oh,
where
I
it was.
think I've seen it. Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
know exactly what you're talking about. We see a lot of the same stuff because we go looking for this stuff. But
Yeah.
um,
But yeah, none of
well,
it's
actually, I
paranormal.
think I told you guys our last two videos. I lied. Our last video was actually creepy forest encounters, which there's
Mhm.
nothing paranormal in that. You guys should definitely watch that one. There's some stuff in there that really freaked me out. But
Yeah.
this one felt pretty real to me. I like it. We kind of delivered 5 videos today. 3 that just are come on. One that we really don't know. I mean, we want to do, and this one that feels very legit to me. Like it feels very legit to me. And again, the whole purpose of it was just because sometimes we want to point out like there's a lot of stuff out there, man. And you gotta the reason we call ourselves skeptical believers is because we watch a lot of it. We see a lot of it. And I can go into a video right now and like I do. I watch a lot of paranormal stuff with my kids. And I know you watch it with your wife or whatever. A video will start and there's so many times where right in the beginning I'm like bullshit. I'm like
As soon as
bullshit.
it starts.
And they're like,
Soon as
why?
it
I'm like,
starts.
here is what I see. First thing I see when I watch this video. And it didn't start that way. It's just after time, you just start going, man, bullshit. And there are big names out there. We will not mention them. If you want to try to guess some of them out down in the comments, that's okay. There are big names in videos that have, millions and they do. And one of those big names I like to watch, but they will play anything. And there are sometimes I'm like, well, that is clear. Why would you put that on here? You know that's fake. You know it's fake. And that's kind of why we did this. So there's just so many compilations where I'm like, okay, there's 8 videos. 3 of them seem pretty good, but why did you add those 2? Like, come on, man. Like,
It
and
doesn't have to be 10 every week. You could
it
do
doesn't.
6 videos that we're
They're good.
convinced out of
Yeah.
the 10 that we were sent.
Or when you play it, say, now to me, this one doesn't seem legit, but I'm going to leave it up to you guys because, like we said, other people are claiming it. So, anyway, that's why we did this. Just thought it'd be kind of fun. Point out some BS videos. I always say we're going to do BS episodes here and there, and I want to do more where I'm just like, I think this is complete shit. But sometimes you guys are like, no, man, this is so. Let us know. If you have any information about any of these videos and you want to share it with us, please let us know that too, because we like to dig a little deeper. One thing I would like to put the call out, even though you guys never respond to my call outs. What are some videos, either paranormal or Bigfoot or any cryptid? Drop us some comments or an email on what you think. These are some of the videos I've seen that are just they're some of the best evidence to me. I can't question this. This feels legit to me. I would love to see what you guys see and talk about it here on the show. So you can drop us an email at KindaCreepyShow@gmail.com, or you can leave it in the comments. That's fine too. If we get enough of them, we'll put together an episode of stuff you guys suggest. The other thing I would like to say is we would love, and we say it every week, but we would love to put together something where we tell some of your stories. So if you guys want to get a hold of us and tell us some of your paranormal stories, or maybe you saw Bigfoot or something, do that. We would love to talk about that here on the show as well. So you can follow us and drop us comments or send us emails. We will get them, and we would love to put some of that stuff together. So, but yeah, let us know your guys' thoughts. Did you like this? Did you think some of these were crap? What have you? Go back, watch the creepy forest encounter episode because it's just creepy. Nothing paranormal. Well, we don't know.
I'll be honest right now. I am still thinking about those clips, and that was a week ago that we talked about that. The Sergey one. I don't know what the hell it is, but
no, I don't either.
Wrong.
I will tell you this: I think it's 100% real, at least for him.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't know. I don't know. We don't really know. There's so many things that could be Bigfoot, but I don't think it is. But there are things that make me think it is. But then I'm like, no, clearly it's people. But then what kind of people? Like, it's weird. Yeah. So, have we intrigued you? Good. Go watch it.
Yeah, go watch it.
I think that's
one before that.
Yeah, I think that's all we got for you guys this week. We really appreciate each and every one of you guys. Please come back next week when we don't know what we're going to give you. But hey, we've been doing this for a year now. and we're having a lot of fun. We just really enjoy watching the stuff and talking about it together. So we like having you guys here to talk about it with us. We would love for you guys to interact a little bit more. Like to have you guys as part of the show. So give us all your thoughts.
Side note, shout out to my sister Casey, who was not in the personal stories episode, but after watching it, told me that I have a magnificent beard. So thank you.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah. Just
why I don't even bother.
It's one of the best comments that I got. So
I know I'm never gonna have.
I believe I said thanks, but how was the episode?
The magnificence of a Matt beard. I'll never have it, so I'm not even gonna try. It's just too much work. It really is too much work.
A lot of work. Yeah.
I puts a lot of work into it. I've been to his house. There's just all kinds of little mini combs. Yeah. There's combs and beard ointments and just all kinds of shit everywhere. I'm like, nah, you know what? I just buy razors. That's all I got to do. So, thank you guys. We appreciate it. Please come back next week. And before you come back, pretty much all the time, when you're out in public, when you're talking to people, when you're at the grocery store and you're having a conversation, when you call your mom on the phone, we ask that you do one thing, and that's keep it creepy. Keep it creepy with your mom's on the phone.
Someone else's mom.
Oh, yeah.
This is kind of creepy. Goosebumps rising on my spine.